everybody. Today I want to show you a nice game between Grandmaster Vidit against Grandmaster Grandelius from the tournament in Wijk-aan-Zee. It was played today and in round 8. So let's start. With white pieces Vidit, with black pieces Grandelius. He opened up with d4, knight f6, knight f3, g6. And I've chosen this game because I like the opening. He played very creative. He played now the move knight b to d2. The idea is to play e4 for the center. Black played bishop g7, e4. Now you have 2 pawns in the center. It's now like a Burg opening. Yeah. I would expect the move d6, but Grandelius played castle. This allows white to play e5 immediately, and here Grandelius chose the move knight h5. Now g4. You have only one move with the knight. You have to go to f4. Knight goes to e4. Now he reacts with pawn on d5, knight g3, and knight to e6 back. And here he played this really nice move, knight to f5. Yeah, the idea is to open up. It's a sacrifice, of course. Yeah. But to open up the G file and it's not even a sacrifice because this knight can't move. Okay, he goes for knight f5. c5 comes now. Now he took on g7. Knight takes back on g7. h3, and we see white have the bishop pair, which is always good. C takes d5. Bishop goes to h6, queen a5, queen d2, and now we are in an endgame. He comes out with a normal move, knight goes to c6, and attack the pawn on e5. f4, f6, e takes f6, e takes f6. Long castle, rook e8, knight goes to b3, and in this moment I pause the video because it's now your choice to find the best move. It's really an amazing resource which Grandelius but he didn't saw it, but it's really a nice move. I pause the video and now it's up to you. Find the best move, a very creative and amazing move for black. And after this move, it's nearly around equal, the situation. Okay, congratulations if you find the move bishop f5. Because the idea is, if the pawn takes the bishop, the knight takes the pawn, and you get back the piece. If white took the knight on g7, now you have this nice intermediate move, bishop e4 with intermezzo, and now white have to defend the rook. After he moved the rook, the king is able to took on g7. And you see now the difference. Now black has this nice, very centralized bishop on e4, and everything is fine. Okay, but he didn't find this nice move. He played knight e6, and the game continues. Bishop g2, knight c7, f5. Really, I like this move and I like the idea because white wants to attack on the king side. Yeah, this is the idea. He took on f5, rook hf1, And here was a very nice, yeah, it's not easy to find, yeah. But here's a very nice variation I show you. First of all, Grandelius played the move King F7, which was not the best. The best was to take on G4. And now you think he can take on F6. But black is able to take the next pawn. And maybe you think it's a mate, but it is not a mate. It's simply not a mate, yeah. It looked like a mate, but it is not a mate, yeah. This was the very best what Grandelius could have done here in this position, to take everything. If you are calculating things, it's the most important thing to calculate, first of all, this things what you can take, yeah, the taken variations. Yeah. Okay, but he played King F7, not good. Takes on F5, and now you see it's always an advantage for white. Yeah. Rook goes to G8, Rook D2, Knight E5, which was also not the very best. Now Vidit could take on D4, Bishop D7, and yeah, it's better for white because white have the bishop pair. This pawn on F5 is very good because black never could take a piece on E6 or not on G6. He have more space, yeah, with his pawn on F5. B3. The idea is King B2, maybe later A4. And another thing is you don't allow knight goes to C4 anymore. Rook E8, A4, A6. Bishop goes back to F4. Rook E7. The idea of Bishop F4 is that the knight couldn't move because there's always the knight on C7 is hanging. Rook goes to F2. Bishop C6. King B2. Rook D7. King H3. Maybe you just want to walk the king to B4. Yeah. Knight goes to E8. C4. And yeah. Now he plundered, yeah. Grandelius simply plundered, yeah. He was a little bit in time trouble. Yeah, not in time trouble, but 5 minutes, yeah. And he have to make 9 more moves. And the best move would be to play knight C7 back. And but he blundered and played knight G7. And I think he really just overlooked that white could take on C6, takes back, and simply takes on D5, and white the bishop and the rook on D5, and black only the rook. So white wins a pawn by force. Rook goes to D8, D takes C6, and Grandelius resigned because white is up 2 pawns, and this good pawn on C6, it's lost. I think it was a nice game because an interesting opening. The next thing I like on this game was this missed opportunity of Bishop F5. And the next thing was very interesting that Grandelius had the chance to take all the pawns on the king side, but it's a little bit risky, but he missed also this opportunity. And yeah, it's also good that we did win because yesterday he lost against Van Forest. And if you look on my videos, I also made a video where Van Forest win against Vidit. And yeah, today he win, yesterday he lose, and today he win. And I think it's good for him and for the tournament. See you in the next video.